All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dante Ban. I'm here with Fast, and welcome to the MCC Summer Circuit, where we'll be having another game. This time between Utah and Clemson. How are you feeling, Fast?
I'm feeling pretty good. This should be another good one. We've had newcomers to the MCC in these initial summer circuit matches with Kentucky yesterday and also Delaware. So there's no shortage of new faces here in this one. Um, we will be starting the game shortly.
Yep. And there we go. Kickoff is underway. You'll be seeing Utah on the blue side. On the orange will be Clemson. Scoop instantly with a flick. Top right. And 4 seconds in, Clemson are already putting out the pace.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just a great one. Both Utah defenders in the corner, unfortunately, and what a way to start than with a kickoff goal. So here we go.
And yeah, that's exactly what you want if you are Clemson. Inherently, things were trying to be resolved. There have been a tech pauses, definitely a bit of talk between these teams. And right now, Clemson are feeling that they want to prove themselves, especially when they're the underdogs going into this game, right? They don't have Beans anymore. Beans, congrats for him. He did graduate. But in the end, I think people are going to be underestimating this squad. Masao, she does not get the touch that she wants, goes backwards, but Scoop will be there to meet it.
That was quite the touch. I was thinking if if that was toward the other goal, that could have been a highlight play. But nevertheless, Pasta going for one here. Not quite. Let's see what Masao can do. Another touch. Not quite. Double commit on the part of Clemson, but can Pasta put this one center? Not quite. Now Utah might have an opening on the offense.
Yeah, Brando's going to try to air dribble his ball out. Can do successfully, but Scoob can save it, but can't get a favorable touch, and Kelpie will just be scoring a goal. And will be all tied up right there. Brand did very well with the low boost. Scoob can't really put into the corner, just keeps it in front of the net, and they're not going to let you get away with that one. Suddenly, it's 1-0.
If there's one thing that I know, it's that people named Brand tend to be very cracked. So, no surprise there. Let's see what OZ can do. Utah looking to add to a possible lead here after going down right in that kickoff goal. Brand on the left wall. Pasta will get it past OZ there to defend. And I believe these newcomer teams are 1-1, right? Because Delaware got reverse swept by Kansas State last night, but Kentucky did take down Texas Tech in somewhat dominant fashion after losing that first game. So it'll be interesting to see how the regular season and eventually the postseason shakes out. Also because we have some more variety in the groups and it's not necessarily a northern-southern even split.
Yeah, right now, though, Masao, she's trying to put the shot on. It'll be too high. Pasta is going for a reset double. Maybe can get it, but it just goes high again. But there's a bump. Where's the teammate? Won't be there, Masao. She gets a touch, but it will be fairly lateral. And there's a bit of time. Will be favoring Utah, but a bit of physicality. Pasta can't score. But Masao, I feel like we've said she's been everywhere right now. But it is back to Utah making some offensive pressure.
And now Clemson looking for some offensive pressure of their own. Pasta with a chucking the ball at the net. Nothing quite doing there, testing the Utah defense. Masao with a pass into the middle. Clemson with some nice opportunity for possession. Now Pasta taking it. Interesting reset there. Nothing quite doing. Now Masao. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Clemson. Maybe they can put one away here. As they will.
Yeah. Speaking to his existence.
With a nice one in there. I'm just getting excited over this goal, man. Pasta putting that one away. Clemson with a commanding lead, which is definitely impressive given some circumstances of this team. And I swear I just saw a red laser on my screen. I don't know.
I thought I did too. I did. Okay, it wasn't just me.
I didn't realize they added that in the new update. But Masao will put another one away, and Clemson starting to run away with this game one here. Utah will need some defense.
Yeah, and I think this is really impressive. Masao, is it Masao? I'm gonna say Masao. I'm so sorry if it's Masao, but she gets the third goal for the team. But they all have one goal. It's been so even between the squad. They're all working together. Speaking of working together, is it a hurry jump by Pasta? The touch won't be what they want, but they're feeling it. They trust each other. There's so much faith in this team already, and that's so good to see in the first 3 minutes of their entire summer season.
And that initial play off that kickoff is almost something you'd see in the RLCS highlight reel. Textbook little 3-man weave play or 3-player weave play. Let's see what Clemson can do here. Masao. I thought Masao would commit for that one. Not quite. Scoob with a 50. And now I'm really liking this possession out of Clemson.
100%.
Let's just see what they can do here. Pasta going up over Brand, under Brand to Masao. Let's see if someone's in that corner. Not quite. If you're Utah, you really got to turn this around now because Clemson is really on the offense, and there's just no one there to take it up the wall. So Utah's got to rethink this.
Yeah, and even with all the double commits that Clemson's been making, they've been recovering back, or honestly, I wouldn't even say they've been recovering particularly quickly. Their third man has been so patient. I don't think it's actually burnt them at all, because they know... You know what, Scoob, Pasta, what are you guys doing?
You got to stick to the rule 1. What can I say?
They did not want to leave Masao there.
Oh,
okay,
no!
they haven't been punished. They have not been punished. They still haven't been punished. Are they... Okay, there they go. They finally freed themselves. Sure. If you watched Scoob at all in the last season, that type of whimsy and stuff is a fairly normal trait of his. In fact, seeing him in the Fennec is kind of odd. There's like a certain pink car I remember him using that I despise.
Yeah, that early goal, that goal from a few seconds ago is something you really need if you're Utah. But they will not take advantage, unfortunately. And now Clemson will clear this back out. If you're Utah, you need one now. But Masao says absolutely not. And game 1 is effectively in the books for this Clemson team.
And honestly, I'm so impressed. This was such a good showing for a game 1. You set your tone early. You showed that you have what it is that you need. And they were able to score. And as these final seconds chip away, all the aggro, all the boost chasing, ball chasing from this Clemson squad, and another goal will not come for Utah. And what was truly a team effort, game 1 goes in dominant fashion to Clemson after what was an even start.
Absolutely, and I feel like this is what we generally see from Clemson as the type of team that they are, even without Beans and that roster change. They've always struck me as somewhat of an aggressive team that really seizes these opportunities and is all over the map. So, I love what I see out of Clemson. Taking down this Utah team in game 1. Utah does have some promising talent, though. So it will be interesting to see, given that this is their first MCC series, how they might bounce back from this.
Yeah, 100%. But I think there's going to be a bit of a talk here in the Utah camp, trying to figure out what needs to go right. I think Ozad was kind of just locked down that game. He tried to do moments, but obviously didn't work out. But I think there's definitely opportunities there. I think Clemson are being very double committed. They're being very aggressive. Scoob and Pasta at times are becoming one car of the same, which, they weren't punished for. But, you don't really want that to become an opportunity to be striked at. But as we go into game 2, you got to be wondering what's on the thoughts of Utah's mind. Because if you lose this suddenly, reverse sweep talks are what's going to take. And we did see one yesterday. You aren't Kansas State.
And we are no stranger to reverse sweeps here in the MCC. Game 2, starting now. An unfortunate start for Clemson, but now Utah on the offense, and they just bounce back. Scoob really wants this corner boost, and Scoob will get a nice clear to pay off.
Masao's that shot
to get the 50 of his life, not quite. And now Utah is looking at a one-on-one type situation, but Clemson will have 2 defenders there. They double commit. OZ on the shot. Masao will recover. And let's see if she can do anything with this. Or it will actually be Pasta coming in. And I'm liking the start of this game so far.
Yeah, I think Clemson, they are still doing the double commits. I don't think we're going to be losing that anytime soon. Scoob is just saying, we ball, well, I'm going on this ball. And it's definitely risky. It's definitely, if Utah was playing a tighter game, they're playing a much more close-knit game. I think it would be much more punishing, but I think they've recognized that this Utah team is they're just going like, I don't want to say one and done, because it hasn't been properly that. Yeah, as you can see moments there's another teammate coming in, but it's very disjointed. There's definitely moments where it's like, oh, where's your follow-up? Where's your second man? And I think right now, Clemson's like, yeah, we can send 2 people at this ball at times if it means that it's a bit harsher for their second man that's already in a rough spot. But Masai's trying to put a shot on, it'll be way too high. No, it's a bit closer than I thought it was. But Scoob, their shot will go in. Brand can't save it. Then suddenly, Clemson are back where they were in game 1.
And that is just an excellent one. And like you said, Utah, they have no one else back. And that's just an open net. Clemson, showing that the existing MCC teams from the inaugural spring season are here to stay. And let's see if they can keep it up. Brand will recover that one. I almost thought that was going to be in. But Pasta's already there and looking to take advantage of this offense. And Pasta's still there. And he got that corner boost too. Clemson is really just eager to take space in this offensive part of the field, and they are really taking advantage of that.
Yeah, 100%. Scoob, though, is going to be taking possession here, just trying to buy his team time. And he does so successfully. He might actually get a sidewall double. He gets bumped by Brand, which, okay, Pasta was able to beat one out, and sticking around this ball beats OZ. Maybe the outfield to Mason. Masao can't quite do it. And now Brand's going to try to start a counterattack. Will just go into the corner, but, you know, it's sketchy. But it is a cross, so they'll take it, and the clear is out, and the team plays. It should be okay here for Clemson, though I say that. Suddenly, is that just going to be straight down to Brand? Well?
Textbook waterfall by Brand there. That's literally the bounce you want if you're Utah. I don't think that could have been any more straight
No,
down.
it was a perfect bounce.
But Utah, able to take advantage when it matters, and now this game is tied back up. So let's see what Clemson can do here. Pasta off an unfortunate bump by his teammate in Scoob, and another bump will leave Masao on the back wall, and she will clear that out with an offensive opportunity in the middle.
Pasta, why?
Right there, and that could have been something promising, but Brand going the other way now with a nice reset, but Clemson says no, and now Scoob will send one down the other way, and both of these teams eager to put one away. Kelpie, I feel like it's the first time we've said Kelpie's name today. Going for a beat there. And who's jumping on the part of Clemson? I guess Scoob will catch that, but Utah could have taken advantage on that one.
Yeah, but I think it's, again, that loose second man, it's not going to really punish them. But I'm getting a bit more worried the more I watch Clemson right now. I don't want to say they're being a bit too energetic, but it feels like that they've had like a couple too many shots of espresso, and there you gotta be a bit worried there, but they are able to get out with the Scoob, but Brand will be on it. But as I was saying, feels like they gotta be a bit worried because they're trying to jump on stuff that they can't properly do anything with. Scoob there, it doesn't have the boost, tries to redirect it. Can't really think of Scoob again, he's gonna try, but doesn't quite reach what he wants to. Ozil wants to get a touch. Pasta doesn't get a touch. Now Masao shot. Masao will be saved by Brand. Maybe a center to a teammate. Scoob is not on the same page as Masao, and the post bounce will save him. But again, it's suddenly showing up like these little double commits, these all-in plays that they weren't quite collecting on, that weren't punishing them in game 1. Well, they're getting punished now.
And that sequence is not what you want if you're either team. We're still tied with a minute left in this game. And really anything could happen here. Scoob off the back wall. That back wall touch from Clemson maybe 30 seconds ago, I thought that was almost in. But it did go to the right. Let's see what Scoob can do here. Trying to 50 everyone. Pasta not eager to go. Now Pasta will take it. Will he beat OZ? Yes. And now just needs to get past Brand. Not quite possible. And if you're Utah, you do not want to continue being subject to the offense of Clemson, as they will find one. Kelpie puts one away off of the bump, I believe by Brand. Looking for one in that half. And
that's so well played. Yeah, it's a really well played thing there by the squad of Utah, but it's feeling like that Clemson, they're putting this on themselves right now. Maybe there's actually going to be a goal opportunity here. Scoob! No, he's shot. It is way too wide. He put that over straight to Kelpie. Made that impossible possible save. It's so possible. And now, final 10 seconds, another double commit. It's Clemson just beating themselves up over and over in Utah. We're able to win off of what should have been a very much a Clemson game.
And that was a quite Clemson game. Utah just able to take advantage with that goal at the end. And, Utah able to bounce back. And we are effectively 1-1 in this best of 5. So it's whoever wins the next 2 games claiming this series. And midway through this series, I feel like Clemson has a decent shot. Just they have been playing so well, and it's just the type of team that they are. If they can find the morale to go up a few goals on Utah, I personally see Clemson still favored for this series.
Yeah, I think Clemson very much can do it, but I need to see discipline. Yeah, yes, Scoob. I need to see discipline from you, Scoob, because that's not something that we say Scoob has much of. He is a very much a wild player, but I think that wildness is costing them right now, right? Do you remember there was the infield from Masao to Pasta? I remember it was a very grounded one. It was so open that Pasta was there. Pasta was pre-jumping. It was a simple ground infield, and he was pre-jumping her shot and her pass, and I'm like, you've just lost your best chance there, and in the end, that's rough. That will cost you. But now, as we go here into Game 3, this will be a big one. Probably the most important one in the series. Other than, of course, the win for the entire match. But kickoff goes underway. And, by the way, it looks like it's okay for the side of Clemson. But a demo and the boost grab by Kelpie will make this a bit more difficult.
And let's see what Clemson can do to start this game off. Masao up. Nice beat. Utah will catch it, though. But there's actually a shot opportunity for Pasta. Not quite. OZ will get that one. And I like what I'm seeing out of Clemson so far. They are just getting opportunities on net. Pasta will finally put one away off of the dish by Scoob. And this is really what Clemson excels at. I mean, if we've seen anything in these past 2 games, if they can just keep the ball in this Utah half for 30 seconds at a time, it's almost like gravity or like attraction is just going to pull that ball into the blue net eventually. So I feel like if you're Clemson, that's your game plan.
Yeah, I think it was really well played. They had that was discipline from Impossible. Actually, he's gonna have to make a save here. Does successfully. Kelpie's shot will be wide. Won't be an issue with Pasta also there. But as I'm saying, there is discipline there. Pasta only pushed up after Scoob was kind of just done with the play. He was just stuck. He already used his flip. He couldn't do any more. But right now, Kelpie will be the one trying to make the decision on this play and will score to reset. I believe that was physicality from Brand there that made it impossible for a save to come out. And yeah, there it is, makes it awkward, and Kelpie's able to score a very quick response.
Pasta put in a very rough position on that one. But I don't like, or I like the effort on the defense part of Clemson here. Let's see, that is over Pasta though. Scoob able to select his demo respawn location to get the clutch save on that one. And now Masao on the reset. Not quite. We are now a day out from that update, and we're already seeing teams take advantage of the new tech.
Yeah, right now Masao will have control of the ball. She does get the pass on one. It will now be Bran on the back. Will she find a teammate? No, she's just trying to go all the way herself, and she will do so successfully. Why be there with the power of friendship when you can do the power of myself? As it's suddenly 1 goal up for Clemson.
That is a great flick on the part of Masao, and I'm liking this out of Clemson. I keep saying that, but, they're just looking like a great team. Utah strikes me right now as a little bit uninspired, but if they can muster up some courage here and get some more goals, this game really could go either way. Brand now looking to prove a point, gets bumped off of that one, and Clemson is able to go up some goals. They really just need to hold on for these 3 minutes of this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to hold on for 3 minutes against Utah, but when they get the physicality running by Baran with Kelpie controlling the ball, it's so hard to not get scored on. As I'm speaking, it's going to be OZ, sir, but a big cut by Pasta. I'm liking those cuts, a bit of wall dash is actually from Pasta as well, but I'm liking these cuts on the rotations. You can be a bit aggro and a bit all in at times like that when you know that you can just ruin their play. The play is trying to be a demo, you can just mess it up so quickly. But right now, Scoob's going to try to take this all the way around. Kelpie, though, will pass it over to Bran. A shot possibly could develop here. The centering shot will go to Kelpie. Will go back down to Brand. Saved by Pasta. I don't think that was intentional, but man, did it feel terrifying.
Yeah, we can we can call it intentional. Almost a shot opportunity by Kelpie. Yeah, it was a great placement, some great ball movement, and then just a very fortunate car placement. But Utah not able to take advantage quite yet. OZ will bump that one right into the Clemson offense, and now we are down to 2 minutes in this game. Clemson's still up a goal, and we are kind of in this Clemson area. If you're Scoob, that is not necessarily a touchable. The Pasta is there, getting it past OZ, and now it's just a matter, again, of keeping the ball in their half. But Utah will take advantage, and they will be looking for a goal very soon here.
Yeah, Masao will try to clear his ball out. Will meet Brand instead, who will just get a heavy touch. Kelpie's next. Won't get the touch he wants. Pasta, though, is quite awkward, but thankfully will just get cleared out. Next person up will be OZ, who had a better game too, but isn't, I won't be saying is having a good series at the moment. It's going to be very much a Kelpie show with Brand there, causing some demolition. But right now, you got to be worried about the defense that they are providing. Scoob misses. I'm just going to call it tactical whiff, but Brand will be the first one there next. Masao gets beaten out. Sticking around, Scoob will mess up Pasta, though. He pushed up a bit, thinking he was going to be the one on it. And now they're on the defense due to it. But it looks like it's going to be a one-on-one opportunity. Pasta, can you do it? Pasta, yes, you can. That's a 2-goal lead with the final minute.
And that is a very familiar cast line for those who watch the playoffs. And yeah, Clemson just able to put that one away, and now they are up 2 goals with a minute to go. If you're Utah, you're going to need one on average every 30 seconds.
What is the red light?
What is that laser?
Is that the boost? Whose boost is that? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Congrats, you guys scored a goal. I'm so confused. I think it's someone's boost.
Some people.
Oh, it's Kelpie. Kelpie's boost is causing that.
Really?
I don't know what boost is, but I'm pretty sure it's red and it matches like Kelpie's boost style.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Kelpie's boost. The red matches that color. But I mean, that's not the point of this right now. The point is that they're back to a goal deficit. This is very winnable. But right now, OZ won't be getting the touch. It will be Masao clearing it out. Brando will be next, but 30 seconds remaining. It's getting a bit more dicey. You're going to need to go a bit more all in here if you're Utah. And I don't think a ceiling shot with 0 boost is what I meant when I said that.
Yeah, I would have to agree there. Kelpie with a interesting position. Oh. He's able to recover. Let's see what Masao can do with this one. Taking it into the blue half. Almost a center opportunity. Brand now taking it. And if you're Utah, you need this right now. A very advantageous 50. Masao able to clear it out. Kelpie's the last hope. Needs to keep this one off the ground, but no one else is there. And Clemson will go up another game in this series. And they are looking to end it on this next one.
Yeah, Scoob left the game. That's why you don't see his stats. I believe he is just swapping out his car. If he brings out the Nemesis, I'll be so disappointed in him.
I love the Nemesis.
The Nemesis? Yeah, but match point now for Clemson. Utah, they gotta be a bit worried. Because right now, it is feeling like it is the Kelpie show. And Brandon knows that are just the side characters. I think it's fair to say.
I could see where you're coming from with that. I mean, we can just see it with the titles. Kelpie flaunting the SSL title. Brandon OZ not necessarily using those titles. Not that it matters, but Kelpie is just putting on a dominant show this game. And that's kind of how it is in Rocket League. When you look at a team like Clemson and then Utah, you can't really have one player doing everything, and it's not like twos either. Where we saw Zen last night, but a different Zen. Making things happen for that team. But in Rocket League 3s, you need everyone to be on board and making things happen. So let's see what we will get in this Game 4 starting in a little bit, momentarily.
Yeah, I think some players are having issues joining the server. So we will give it a moment here before I call anything. In fact, I've been kicked out. Am I the only one who got DC'd?
You may have been.
That is mad unfortunate for me. In
The
fact,
game
I don't
didn't
think
start yet. It's waiting just for you.
It's waiting just for me. Unfortunately, I will not be joining this game.
The game
looks
will
like. I
now
think-
be starting.
Yeah, just wait.
Um,
All right, we will be watching. This will be an interesting one as we go here into game 4. Scoob will be on the ball in the. Is that a Merc? Is that a Merc?
I'm not quite sure.
I think
need
that's
to
a
see that
Merc.
again.
That is a Merc. All right, you know what, Utah, you better win this now. I'm so disappointed, but at this moment, Scoob will be making a big save there. Masao, she will clear it out to the side, but Oza will be the next one on it. There's a bit of awkwardness here between Pasta and Masao, but there won't be an actual shot put on, so there's no issues in all honesty. But it's still not quite cleared yet, so they have to be chilling out here. But there is no one there. Where is the first Utah player? And it will be OZ, but they get beat out, and suddenly Clemson, they are relieved of the pressure.
Now, Clemson looking to make something happen here. Scoob off the bump, not quite. All right, let's see. Oh, and that is an interesting one on the part of Utah. I was kind of flabbergasted for a second there, but let's see what's going on. Bran, Pasta's up for that one, not able to get the read that he wants, and that
was that an own
unfortunate
goal?
series. It might have been. It was definitely off one of them. Like, they tried to save it. I can't tell if it went off Pasta to actually go toward the net or not. But regardless, Clemson will be looking to turn things around here. Scoob in the Merc, no reset. OZ caught off guard by that one, and Kelpie now off the left wall, looking to make a play happen. He's got 2 players right in the middle. Tries to go back to OZ, but Masao is already there, and Rand missing that one. Masao looking to take advantage of Pasta will be there to even this game up off of the dish out by Masao. And if you're Utah, you got to clear that one out of your half.
Yeah, but right now this 1-all game will be here with 3.5 minutes to go as kickoff goes underway. It will be on the Clemson side, and Kelpie will be to it first.
Let's see what Utah can do here off the crossbar by Kelpie. That is not what you want if you are Utah. However, we'll have more chances to score for sure. Clemson looking like they're on very little boost right now as Scoob will get beat. Waterfall down to Masao, and that'll be all right for Clemson. But Utah is just starting to fire shots on. And now toward the middle, Clemson will clear it out. But they're looking just a little bit shaky as Pasta is mainly the only one with boost, and Scoob just got some after camping in the corner. But Utah could make something happen here.
Yeah, but right now it will be Kelpie on the ball. No boost, no issues. Masao will just clear to the corner. But the boost is kind of awkward though. Masao just gets a big one. Or am I stuck in the past? I think I'm stuck in the past. All right, there we go. Yeah, ignore that. Anyways, Brandon clears it out. Dude, I am so lost after I got kicked out of the game. But I think we're all good now. There's going to be a big 50 there by OZ and Scoob. We'll go back to the back wall. OZ's actually going to try to do the redirect. And now, just going to have to see the 50s here.
Oh, the time machine left without you for a second. I guess we're good now. A little bit of a bump situation by Clemson, and now Utah able to take the offense. But Pasta, again, is already there. Unfortunately, no reset. Pasta is just such an ambitious player in this series, and when he's in the right position for these pre-jumps, it really is working out for them, but sometimes it doesn't as there's a double commit, and now it depends on Masao making the clear out, which she will, and OZ now not helping matters for Utah, as Pasta will take another shot on, and this could be dangerous for Utah.
Yeah, right now, though, Masao will be the one to meet it. She will have free space here. She sees that no one's coming yet. Brand will get a touch. Will be the Pasta that puts it over to Scoob, who gets 50'd, actually. And it's feeling kind of awkward here, but Pasta does well to control and will buy time for her teammate to get there. Masao does jump on it, but that ball will be going high. OZ puts it high. Will go down. Who's there first? It will be Masao. And again, it's feeling like Utah are not getting their second man where they need to be.
And let's see, Scoob looking to make something happen off the post by Scoob. And now we are headed back the other way. Masao will try to recover, but that's not the bounce you want. Scoob with a nice clear. And Rand will make a clear of his own.
Oh, wait!
That might be in. Clemson caught off guard by that bang out. And let's see how this happens here. Both Clemson players are up. Nassau eager to get involved. And no one back for Clemson. So Utah, once again, up 1 goal. Clemson is no stranger to this. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, kickoff will go favorably to Clemson, but a minute remaining. They're going to need to score, or else we're going to Champions Field here after this game. But right now, it will be OZ on the ball. Pasta, though, just disrespects and beats it. Scoob will put this ball out center. Will get saved, which with the Psycho won't be on target, but it does ruin the offensive opportunities that were had by Clemson, and suddenly they're playing defense.
That is not every day you see those. Kelpie with a nice shot, but an even better save on the part of Pasta. And now Clemson, this is where they want to be. If they can get this ball into the other half, but they will not, as Brand is looking at almost an open net if that ball was moving with a little more haste toward the net. But now Pasta, reset to Brand, to Masao. Between all these teams, Pasta with the skim, and nothing quite doing as Kelpie will bring things the other way. And if you're Clemson, you need one on this last offensive drive right here. Masao, unfortunately, with 0 boost, can't really make anything happen. And Pasta is tasked with leading the effort.
Wait, it's still up, though.
This ball is not
Who's
down
next?
yet, but now will
Now
be.
it is.
Champions Field upcoming as we go to 2-2 in this series.
Yeah, and of course it was going to go to Champions Field. Where else was this series going to go?
Of course. I mean, that's just how it goes here in the MCC. It's just thrillers on thrillers on thrillers, and we are getting some various card changes on the part of Clemson. So maybe they'll be rocking out with some newly found hitboxes and newly found mechanics here. Utah with a decently strong showing. Brand putting on both goals this game and 2 saves of Utah's total 3. However, Kelpie is just laying the shots on, as we saw the other game that he was looking very good in. It's looking decent out of Utah more so now, progressing further in the series. But Clemson is no stranger to turning things around and turning up the heat. So this should be a very interesting Game 5 for sure.
100%. It will be a lot of fun, especially since both of these teams, they want to win it all. And they want to start their season strong. And it's definitely Champions Field, right? It's definitely not the same map that we've been seeing of DFH. But, you know, there's an Octane there in the center, so that's good enough for me. Game 5. Some of the best words that we could hear. About to go underway any second now. And, you know, we'll see who spreads right between the two of us. As kickoff goes underway.
Champions Field in my heart. You know, we got all the eggs in attendance. That's really what matters. Seeing this beautiful series here. But Pasta with an early non-reset reset. That's my signature play right there. I love seeing that one. Masao will take it on the left wall. Looking to make a play happen here. Unfortunately, no more boost. And Utah is now claiming the space that they really struggled to claim previously. Kelpie going for a bump, but he really ends up getting bumped himself.
Oh,
and now
where's
Clemson's
team?
net is left open as OZ takes advantage, and let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah,
Sal going for it, and Scoob just left with no boost and not able to get that save.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the rotations being done by this Clemson team right now. They're doing things that I don't agree with, let's quite frankly say. And they're getting punished more and more as the series goes on and on and on. And I think right now they're playing, I think it's fair to say they're playing kind of sloppily.
You could say that. I mean, Clemson's just one of those teams where I would say they're really variable. Because, you know, you got some teams that are
Sure.
fairly consistent, and then some that can have really high highs and really low lows. So, I mean, no matter what the score is, like, even if a team went up 3 goals in this game, I would almost say that it's still anyone's game if a momentum swing were to happen. But let's see if Clemson can take one in this current moment. Brand will be beating that, I assume. This net might be open for Clemson. Nope, Kelpie's there. And now Masao will want to be very careful with these next touches, as Utah will almost try to find a shot on net. Saved. And Masao with an interesting flick there. Pasta with no one else in the middle, and now Scoob left alone. And Clemson is looking at some more defensive time than they would prefer right now.
Yeah, but right now, Brandon's the one on the ball. He will be trying to do something here. Gets the flick. It will be top left. No, it'll be too high. OZ, shot will be too high. Next one up should be Kelpie. Will get 50 there, but suddenly Brandon's trying to go for a double top. Will go down. Waterfall will be met by Masao. And suddenly there's going to be a counterattack opportunity. He's going to be first. It's going to be Pasta, one-on-one with Kelpie, but doesn't get the touch. There will be a demo, but things are so awkward. Even Clemson doesn't know what's going on, and an opportunity that could have been there for Clemson fades away.
Clemson very fortunate to not get scored on in that moment. Utah has not backed away, though. Kelpie with another shot, and now Pasta will get beat. Scoob is dead. Masao's no boost, but OZ will sky it, and now Pasta will take things the other way. Kelpie not able to get a touch. Pasta
That's a
out
big time
for
shot,
blood, and
it's wide!
An unfortunate series of events. Scoob will keep things in play for Clemson, as Masao will now be up. Pasta next, and it's just saves on saves for both of these teams. And when will one finally fall?
Yeah, the fourth teammate of Utah has arrived, and it's called the post. It's called the net. And right now, it's feeling so dire for Clemson. They've still got 2 minutes left, but it feels like that they should have 2, maybe 3 goals right now if they just tighten things up. If they shot a little better. If they could have, they would have, they should have. But right now, it will be Brand on the ball. There's going to be a touch, actually, by Scoob. Will have to be 50 there. And who's next? It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Pasta, actually. But it's not going to be that great of a touch, though. Masao is able to get it out. She will be following this. No, it will be Pasta instead. Masao, though, now will be following. Gets a double, gets bumped off. Who's next? It will be Brand. And now Scoob's going to be playing last man.
I did like that bump out of Scoob. Maybe they can make something happen here. Brand is up, and that will be a nice beat. Pasta is going back third. Masao will not go. It will still be Pasta. Pasta's just doing a lot this game, and sometimes it works out, but a double commit now. But that placement will be fortunate.
Scoob!
Not able to find it. And Masao in the corner now, looking to still take advantage of this offensive opportunity. Scoob is demoed, and Pasta claiming their boost. Let's see if he can get it past Brand. Get it past Brand.
Where's the teammate? There's no second man. They've been so aggressive this entire game, and that's when they want to go on pause in the final minute when you're down a goal? Pasta's shot will be too high. Brand does get a touch. It will stake in the corner. Pasta will shoot it straight out. Where's Masao? It's back in the corner to Kelpie, and again, it's uninspiring from Clemson. A team that was creative, a team that was fun to watch in these first games. They've lost that spark. They've lost that joy. And right now, it's feeling like it's over. I think, that's feeling a bit too much. Still 20 seconds left. Who's next? It's going to be Pasta. Has to deal with Brand. Does so successfully. Pasta one-on-one. There's a bump. Is there going to be a shot? No. Where's next? Brand hit Scoob. No. The opportunity fades away. And what should have been an easy goal is gone. And suddenly, Clemson, they're playing with 0 seconds. As right now, it's Masao. It's going to be high. There's a double commit. Who's next? It's going to be Pasta. Shot. It's going to be... Clemson are alive on 0 seconds!
And it's just crazy the amount of these types of endings we get to series in the Meridian Collegiate Conference. It's just such a great league to be part of, and I'm just so happy I get a front row seat to these games. And here in overtime, let's see if Clemson can ride this high and finish things out, or if Utah will assert their dominance as the newcomers to this league. That will be over OZ. Kelpie will be there to back things up. Clemson. That was a little bit of a shaky touch, I would say, but able to work things out. Scoob able to get a nice clear, and you need that if you're Clemson. Pasta is just chasing it. Double opportunity. And that will be almost on net. But I feel like Clemson's a little out of position for this one now. But so, almost as Utah, they weren't really going for it. Let's see what Brand can do with this one. Nothing quite yet, but Clemson looking to get a goal soon here.
Yeah, but right now Clemson are just fighting for their life. Scoob is going for a reset, despite the fact that he is on the defense at the moment. Pasta, though, is able to clear it out, is able to stick with the ball. Tries to go for his own reset, does so. Keeps it close to Masao, goes high. Kelpie will be next. Right now, though, it will be Pasta on it. Will get a 50. That's favorable. Will just stick around. Teammates are playing this patiently. They understand that they are blessed to even have this opportunity, and they are not going to try to waste it right now. But Brand is going to try to break their heart. Gets the reset. But Scoob, Puri jumps. It will be high. Who's next? It will just be Scoob trying to make this awkward for the Utah side.
And that will work out. Kelpie with a nice bounce off that back wall there. Scoob will now be up for this one. Pasta is on reserve, and Pasta will catch it. And I think he will beat Bran also. Okay, we are back in this Clemson half. Kelpie is up for the whip, and I don't think Utah... I thought Oz might have shot that. Masao in a nice position to get some defense on that one, and if you're Clemson, someone's got to go. Pasta will catch it.
They're playing so scared. They're terrified all of a sudden.
The lights here in DFH Stadium, maybe not as bright as in Champions Field, but they are quite bright. You got the sun also up, which is a little bright, but...
Yo, Pasta's free jumping. Never mind. They are not scared. Ignore everything we've said. Scoob, I was trying to be on it. Won't be on it. Kelpie's actually going to try to do a redirect. Fakes it out. Will get disrespected by Pasta. Will get saved. Right now, though, this is going to get touched. Will go to the side. Brand is there. Who's next? It will stick with Brand. It will be centered, but Masao's cutting it off. She's been playing so well in this series. Is sticking around. Can she feel 50 Kelpie shot? No, it will be wide again. Brand now will be the one on it. Will be sticking close. Gets an air dribble. Gets the start. Maybe gets the reset. No, it just goes high. Scoob saves it. Or is the next person? It's going to be Pasta. The second man's not close enough. That was the best opportunity that Utah have had in ages.
And that's just what we've been seeing out of Utah. You were alluding to this earlier, that the second man is not real. And that's just kind of how it goes if you're Utah, I guess. A demo play out of Utah now, but Kelpie will get beat out to that one. And Masao will chuck that on net. Brand with a save, and Clemson is now back on offense where they want to be.
It's a big
However,
demo.
Scoob is demoed, and we're looking at a one-on-one. That's past Masao, but the shot is off the post, and it's past OZ, and Utah is not the victors quite yet. They will need another opportunity to score, as Pasta will start things off on the Clemson side, and Clemson will want to keep the ball right here.
Yeah, right now, though, Kelpie will be the one on it. He's trying to get the ceiling shot. Does so successfully. Can they stick around? They can get an extra touch. Who's last? It's going to be Scoob. We'll stick close. We'll be next person to Pasta. That's a big touch. Masao will be on it next. Probably collecting that mid-left boost. Yes, I am correct. Now it's Pasta. It's able to pass one. Gets a bump, but it will be high. There will be no Utah player going for it. In fact, no, Kelpie is finally on it. Will get bumped. Who's next? It's going to be OZ. It's going to be too high. It's going to be nearly 4 minutes of overtime. We're going to be nearly through a full second game of Rocket League in this one, but Scoob is going to try to deny it.
I thought Scoob could have called game there for a second, but Pasta out of the middle. No one from Clemson's going to bite, except for Pasta, who will get a 50 back into the Clemson half. An unfortunate bump play, but Utah will not score off of it, and now Scoob with a nice 50 to the right wall. Scoob will go up, beat by Kelpie, and can Kelpie get Mechie on him? Not quite. OZ
That shot too
also
high.
not able to put that shot on net, and Utah is looking to put one away right now, but Scoob is on the defensive, and if you're Clemson, you really want to clear this ball out, because this is not the position to be in.
Yeah, but it's a big 50. That's so low. Scoob, he's going to try to do a one-on-one flick. Won't be quite as needed. Brand can save it. Kelpie gets the boost. That's huge, but it's going to be beat. Costa, he's nice. Tries to get a touch out. OZ will stick around, but there's another dem, but Kelpie will clear his ball out. Won't be able to reach it now. Scoob, he's back to a hero play. Scoob, can you do anything off the ceiling? No, he flips too early. Brand, no, there's a teammate that dunks him. 5 minutes of game time has passed. Another full game of Rocket League has gone by after a 0 second from Clemson as they try to make something happen here, but they're playing so passive. There's a double commit, though. Who's next? One-on-one. Kelpie, can you do anything? Goes low. The entire team's there. Can't quite.
And we are now past 5 minutes in this overtime. Masao off the back wall. And that is not the touch you want. Bran able to put one away to end this series. Scoob on 0 boost. And Utah will claim their Week 1 victory in the MCC Summer Circuit.
Yeah, but, I mean, what a fight from the entirety of Clemson. What a game, should I say. But... well, hello, Utah. Welcome to the MCC. Man, you had a fight there on your hands, a 10-minute game in the end. But in the end, you were able to complete it. Clemson, have gone to Game 5, and I mean, what a series.
That was one thriller of a series. I'm just in all that game. There were just so many great moments from that game and so many opportunities for both teams. But at the end of the day, you just need one goal, and Utah found it. So Utah will be winning their first game here in the summer circuit, and we should be getting an interview momentarily.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about though from this game.
Yeah, I would love to hear from one of these players. It's always so interesting talking with these players on any of the teams, just because these games sometimes are so evenly matched, and there's so much that goes into preparing and playing against certain teams and all that. So it will be interesting to see what happens in the near future.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't. Do we know who we're bringing in quite yet?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think we're going to be doing an interview tonight, but I do think we'll be having more games later tonight. So if you are an MCC fan or you're just a fan of Rock League in general, be sure to come back later tonight as more MCC will be taking part. Unless there is an interview. I'm starting to get miscommunication here. Yep, and yeah, I think that will be all for us tonight. Can confirm now, but thank you for joining us. See you guys later.
All right, folks, welcome back to the MCC. We do have an interview with a member of the Victors in Utah. I've OZ1 here. OZ, how are we doing after that series?
Well, it was a little shaky.
I could tell as much. What were you thinking? Obviously, Clemson has been a hallmark team of the very first season, which you guys were not part of quite yet. But talk to me about how you responded, because Clemson just tends to be a team. I don't know if you'd agree in players like Pasta and even Scoob that just love to take space and make things difficult for you guys in your backfield.
We thought it was interesting. Um, they pushed up a lot, but we didn't feel like they did very much with the ball. And so they would take that space, and that got annoying, and that caught us off quite a bit. And they are a really good team, but we felt like as long as we took control and kind of grounded ourselves, we were able to kind of just outmech them a little bit.
I mean, that was the vibe I got from you guys. Um, Thinking about the future in the summer circuit, um, are there any teams? I don't know if you're familiar with how the very first season went, um,
I'm
but
not.
okay. I mean, in your group, let's see, you will be in the future facing off against the Nebraska JV team, as well as Penn State in week 3. And across the board, some of the top names included Nebraska's top team, as well as Kansas State, who pulled off a reverse sweep um, last week. And just in general, are there any schools in particular that you're looking forward to proving yourself against as a newcomer to the MCC?
Oh, we're really excited to play against both Kansas and Nebraska. Their main team. Both of those teams we have played against prior in other leagues that we participate in. And we actually were at a LAN with both Kansas and Nebraska, and we got to know the players there. So I'm excited personally to play against both of those teams. I think those are going to be really good matches for us. Um, I don't know. I'm not personally familiar with a lot of the other teams, but I'm just excited to play some Rocket League during the summer, honestly.
Hey, that's great to hear. And we're really just here for the love of the game for this summer league. But as a final thought for you, coming off of that game 5 overtime, going past the 5 minute mark, what is the game plan going forward to try to clean things up and maybe take some wins in a more dominant fashion for you guys?
Honestly, number one thing for us is actually getting some time in prior to the series. One of our players was unavailable this past weekend up until today, and so we were not able to do like any warm up, not even today really. And so we were coming in cold, and I think that kind of explains a little bit of why the series went so close and so far. But I think that will be the number one thing for us, just moving forward a little bit more scrim and a little bit more warm up, and we'll be looking more like the last half of that last game for the rest of the competition.
Glad to hear that for sure. Well, I'll let you guys debrief. Thank you, OZ, and great series tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, folks. That was the interview with Utah's very own OZ. Stick around. We will be back at 8:30 Central for UCF versus OKWU. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the MCC Summer Circuit. I'm Fast26, joined by Granger, and we will be jumping into this UCF versus OKWU series momentarily. How you doing, Granger?
I'm good, Fast. How are you doing, man? Hopefully the series goes well, but I'm not sure yet.
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I don't know if you were in watching that last series, but it was one heck of a series. Game 5 overtime going into 5-minute overtime in that game 5, and Utah was just able to pull away over Clemson. Both teams had highs and lows, and Utah did show some promise as a newcomer over that Clemson team that had already been existing in that spring season. But real quick, I guess we have a little bit of time. Who do you got taking this series?
I personally have UCF. I'm not too familiar with the teams, but that's just my assumption, or that's like my intuition of who I think will win. Hopefully it's right. I was right yesterday with my pick of 3-1. I think I can't remember the game exactly, but I picked 3-1 for which game it was yesterday, but I was right on that prediction. So hopefully today I can be right about that as well.
Yeah,
what do you
for
have
sure.
for winning it though?
Give me UCF also. I mean, I was involved with deciding the groups for this season, and I honestly have not seen much of UCF. But the UCF does seem like a promising group, and I don't know.
I mean, maybe they can make an upset. I mean, maybe they'll make an upset or OKWU make an upset over them. We'll have to find out.
Okay. Okay. Now, all right, we have all 4 players in. Okay, so we will be having player 4 on UCF. A mysterious character, but we will maybe figure that out in a second. Kickoff is underway. Ducky making some early waves happen for UCF, and let's see what they can do with this one. Some early offensive pressure, but now OKWU looking to make an opportunity.
That's gonna take this off wall. Gets early by Lou. Knight hits across, get rid of some pressure. Ducky with a free ball hits the corner. Clears by here. Wait, Knight could have something here. Gets a good hit. Oh wait, free goal? No, good save by player 4.
And let's see what we will do here. An early set of 0-0. OKWU was a team in the spring season that ended up being seeded as number 2 in the Southern Conference, and they ended up going out earlier than you would expect in the playoffs. So they're looking to prove a point here. Shot on net saved by Knight, and OKWU, even despite some lower seeding in this bracket, they are one heck of a team, and they got some fight in them.
They look pretty good so far. I mean, they could be a good breakaway here. No boost there for NK. Skeleton Jack has boost though. Takes a quick shot. Wait, could be behind? What a goal. Unfortunate jump there by, I believe that was Ducky? No, it was Lou. Couldn't get the jump, or couldn't get the save on it. Goal though by Skeleton Jack here. Yeah. Well, okay, you're starting off well. UCF prediction could go wrong here. We'll see how it plays out though.
I mean, anything can happen in the MCC, and certainly on the double commit there by UCF. Player 4 on a nice 50, and they will be looking to find. I think all of the stream series so far have been, we didn't even plan this, but it's been one newcomer team against one existing team from the spring.
What a save by
out of Lou. Nothing quite doing there. But OKWU is out with an early aggression to start the series off, and I love seeing that out of this team. UCF trying to make something happen, nothing quite yet.
Unlucky. Ooh, they're just barely on the goal line. Everyone's just about missing. Good 50 by Ducky here, though. Player 4 could have a good shot. Forces high, could be good down. Good shot on miss. Wow, what a save by Skeleton Jack there. Good save. NK hits out. Yeah, OKW seem like the better team offensively so far, but UCF is playing very good defense as well. Ooh, good hit out here. Oh, good bump here. Ducky with touch to the corner. NK's on. Cannot get it almost in, though. Seeming a little rough for UCF so far. Playing somewhat well, though.
OKWU has had some great opportunities. Skeleton Jack on now, and UCF kind of staring at this one up from the ground. No one going for this. Nuki going for the corner read somewhat, and now we are headed back into OKWU territory with a nice shot on it by Lou. That's going to go off the post. I think that was open, and if you're UCF, you really want to score those. Nuki will bring it back to the back half. Knight to the sidewall, and UCF still bringing the pressure.
Keeping up, yeah. It's like it's going in between pressure between both of them. One's having pressure and one's not having pressure. It just goes back and forth with pressure. Because I feel like OKW is definitely keeping the pressure better, but I think they're also not clearing the ball as well as they should, especially on defense, which is maybe putting them in more worse spots, but they haven't conceded a goal. You can't say much with almost a minute being left on the clock. They could get the first win to start. UCF, though, Lou on ball. Gets to get a flip. Knight with a decent save, but no boost. Could be put in a bad spot here. Player 4. Flip reset. Can he use it well? Cannot get anything over. Skeleton Jack with a very good save there. Ooh, double commit there from Knight and Nke, or Nuki. Ooh, what a save. Good save by Knight there as well. Nke has to beat. Gets a good hit up. Skeleton Jack gets a rough touch. Lou on. Could be go. Ooh, the whiff by. I don't even know who. I think Ducky.
A nice shot on net by Lou. That won't go. OKWU holding down the fort on defense, and now it is UCF tasked again with bringing this ball up. Nothing quite doing so far. Lou will get it over, and to the right wall, Skeleton Jack says no, and player 4 now off the left wall. I feel like player 4 just has so much aura.
Yeah, not knowing who he is, he's
moment.
just some random potentially. Like Zen last night in y'all's
Exactly.
you and Dance Advanced series.
Yes,
That was a crazy series. I watched most of that, and that was a crazy series. The best of 5 going back down 2-0 because they won, right? Coming back from that down 0-2.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
that was
we
a
are
crazy series.
We are no stranger to crazy series here in the MCC, but OKWU will maintain in this game 1, and they will go up 1-0 in this series. A somewhat uneventful game with 1 goal on the part of OKWU. They are really holding down the defense. You got Knight with 5 saves, Skeleton Jack with 3 saves. UCF only made 1 save, and OKWU only put 2 shots on, so they really just held down that fort, and then whenever they found an opportunity, they took it, and OKWU took advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I both played pretty well. I mean, yeah, the 1 goal is kind of crazy for these, but I mean, that also just shows how good, in my opinion, both teams are. I mean, like I said, I mean, to be fair, the saves are crazy on OKW's side, but only 1 save for UCF is a little insane. I think it's just OKW wasn't getting shots off. I think they just had a lot of pressure, but just couldn't get any shots actually on target, unfortunately. But I mean, they got the 1 goal they needed to win the game, and that's really all that matters and all that comes down to. I mean, you look at 14 shots for UCF compared to 2 shots for OKW, and somehow OKW wins, which doesn't make any sense in the grand scheme of things. But I mean, hey, gotta take what you can get at that point, honestly.
Absolutely, and headed on to Utopia Coliseum. This is one we
Ooh.
haven't seen today, but a nice change of scenery.
I do love this map. This map looks great, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. There's some lovely maps in this game, but here we go. Game 2, and player 4's identity is revealed. We've got, I will call that
Joxy?
Joxy.
And Nuki, though, instant goal. Quick one off kickoff.
And Skeleton Jack with a nice demo and 50 pass Lou. Nuki right over Lou's head, or front of the car, I should say.
Yeah.
But UCF will be looking to even things up.
Ooh, good
after
kick off
that
here.
very quick one.
Ooh. Lou's on, though. Could be flip reset into it. Oh, wait. Miss on wall by Skeleton Jack. Great boom, though. Is this a free nets? No. Joxy back, I guess? That's where we're going to say it. I don't know. This is a good hit. Knight, good 50 out. They're very low boost, though. Except for Nuki. He's got some. It's on ball. Slips down. Ooh, this could be good. Bump, maybe? Knight goes for shot. Can't get underneath, unfortunately, for him.
I saw the vision on that bump play as well, and Nuki will get faked and Skeleton Jack, and
The misfire.
UCF just pushes the ball past all these players. Let's watch this one again. Knight called up in the UCF side with no boost, and Skeleton Jack just has nothing doing there. And UCF finds the goal they're looking for, and let's see if they can turn it around.
Yeah, it's 1-1 now. They at least both have a goal this game. And to be fair, this is probably going to be a higher scoring game already compared to the last game. We have 2 goals in this game in the first 40 seconds compared to the last game having 1 goal entirely. Knights back, luckily for OKWU, because that could have been a very bad situation for them. Joxy high. Tries to get down to Lou for the goal. No, what a save. Good touch by Jack. Could be, it's a free goal. Nuki scores. 2-1 up. 4 minutes left now. Wow.
And that is what you want if you're OKWU for sure. A nice little side pass by Skeleton Jack into Nuki, and UCF is really on the aggression train, and all of them are up and no one's back. And OKWU just finds the opening. So let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, you're gonna want a quick, especially in this game, threes especially. You definitely want a quick, what's it called? You want a quick goal, because if not, you could just lose. You could just, if you especially let OKWU here keep the pressure on you, you're just not going to be able to get anything. Especially if we saw last game. What a touchdown! Good hit out by Nuki though, saves them a lot. Good catch here. Good 50 by Nuki. Could be something here. Ooh, takes it off him though. And Nuki gets another touch. Skeleton Jack gets a touch to the side. Maybe tonight here if he can beat. Doesn't go for it though. Ducky stays in air. 50. Ooh, wow. Weird double commit there. We'll take it though. Demo. Good demo by Ducky there. Good touch over by Nuki. Goes high. Gonna be tough for anyone to really get anything off this.
But OKWU now almost turning things around until UCF got it right back. Joxy getting 50 there. And this is a really defensive series compared to something like the Utah-Clemson series, where for that one we kind of had a lot of, Clemson was really up in your face and pre-jumping, and Pasta was really ambitious in his positioning. And with Utah, you had some very mechy players where they didn't always mesh team-wise, but they made it work in the end, and they got some really mechy plays off. So this series to me is more like just, we're kind of trading blows here, moderate blows, and it's just more of a defensive masterclass from OKWU. And if they can keep it up, I mean, that's one way to win a series.
Especially if you have, like, I think they had almost like 10 saves last game. If you can keep that up every game to a point, I don't think you can possibly lose. Ooh, Ducky leaves it. Leaves it for Lou, which makes sense because he was in a better position to get that out of there. Could be a good shot by Lou here. Flip reset, use it instant because he has to. Almost a great dunk there by Ducky, but can't get it. Ooh, what a challenge there. This could be really bad for OKWU. Good touch down. Is anybody able to follow it? No, no one has enough boost to follow it. This could be good. Oof, never mind. Ducky's just there to stop anything from happening. Good here out by Knight. And Nuki follows. Could be something. Good touchdown by Lou, though. Saves them a lot of time there. Ooh, good bump. Knight on ball. Ducky hits out. And Nuki's on ball. They don't have great position here. They're all kind of high. Ooh, but Joxy gets a good save out. Skeleton Jack gets a good 50. I don't know if you get beat. Oh, what a shot. What a save by Nuki as well. Keeps him alive for now.
I thought that could have been an opportunity. UCF looking to make something happen.
They need to, especially with this. The pressure they have right now, they need to make something happen here. It's only a minute 20 left as well.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can do it right here. That's a nice pass from Doxy, and they will not put it away. Ducky, though, going up. Knight is just there, and that is a crazy 50 back into UCF territory. OKWU eyeing up a 2-0 lead in this series if they can keep things favorable here.
Yeah, this is looking good for them. I mean, this is basically how they played last game. They took the lead and then just played smart enough and just got all the saves they needed to get. Ooh, rough play here by Nuki. Does not get the jump he wants. Could be good for Joxy here. Gets a touchdown behind. Can anyone follow that? No, Skeleton Jack saves him. Holy, he's just everywhere. It feels like him and Knight both. But they are just staying alive just barely. But that's all you need to do at this point, especially with how the series is going. I mean, 2-0 lead. We could see a reverse sweep. We saw it yesterday, so anything is possible, especially in this in the MCC.
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't get a reverse sweep today. I mean, we did get one yesterday. I feel like the series today is almost, it was just as hype, but Ducky says not yet. Let's not talk about reverse sweeps yet. We might not even go down 2 games. Ducky, 0 boost, catches the defender on the squishy save, and not quite able to clear that out. So we got 20 seconds, and this next goal could possibly decide our game 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking good. Oh, this is looking really good because this is a good position. Joxy with a potential good shot. Over. Double. No. What a save by Knight, though. Keeps them in it just barely. I think if Joxy has a top. Wait, this could be a goal, too. Ducky gets a shot. Ducky around. What a save by Ingate. No. 0 second goal. That's insane. No way. To take it to 1-1. I thought this was down already. I thought it was going to hit the ground, but no. They kept it up just barely, and they win the game. Wow.
And if you can believe it, that is not the first 0 second goal we've seen today. UCF eyeing up a tie series. And this is where we were at after game 2 of the Utah-Clemson series, where Utah then won out the remaining 3 games. So this could really go any kind of way. Nuki putting up numbers with 2 goals and 4 saves. The only goal scorer on that OKWU team. The saves are still heavy for them, and UCF with only 1 save in that game. But it just seems like OKWU, I guess with 4 shots, I guess 3 of them were technically not on net. But that is some crazy work out of UCF. And maybe if OKWU can put some more advantageous shots on, I think they can still have a leg up here.
Oh, for sure. I think that's like I think the thing is OKW is they're like offensively and defensively. They're like weird, but I think they're almost they're really off, or they're more defensively, especially this game. I feel like last game, I feel like they want to get up 1 and they just leave it. And then like that, 20 seconds left. And UCF just capitalizes and gets 2 goals very quickly, which, you can't say much against. The 0 second goal, the ball stays up. Unfortunate for OKW, but smart by UCF to, of course, keep the ball up. But in the game 3 here, looking to see, I don't know who's going to take the series, because whoever takes this here is going to put them in a very good spot to win the whole thing. OKU starting with a very strong, good hit out here by Ducky, I believe. Ooh, Scout Jack with a missed touch, though. Nuki's there to save him, though. Could be a good hit for her. Joxy making a shoot underneath. It will? No! The post hit screws him. He can't get the goal. Unfortunate for Lou there. Not much you could say about that, though.
And there was a sequence in the previous series we watched where it was kind of back and forth where both teams did that. And I think it might have been during that Game 5 overtime. And it was just crazy to watch. And we just get these crazy interactions here in the MCC. But hopefully UCF will be inspired to clean things up. Nuki off the crossbar now. And now UCF will be going back the other way. Joxy taking the initiative off of the crossbar. That's a clean double. And that is what you love to see out of UCF. And let's break this down. Knight's up, and Nuki's just in net, and you can't do anything in that position. And that's a great double by Joxy right there.
Nothing you can say against. He just puts it perfectly over, and in a weird spot enough for Nuki to not be able to really judge where it's going to be able to save. So great shot. You can't really say much against Nuki there. Yeah, if he predicts that, but that's hard to do, especially in this high level. It's just gonna be insanely difficult. Nuki with a good hit to the corner, though, could put them somewhat in a decent spot. Ooh, good clears by Lou. Scotchak should be there. He is able to save before he gets own goal. Unfortunate, but that works. It seems like Joxy just needed 2 games to warm up before he just starts going crazy. Playing well, though. Ooh, Ducky in air, though. Don't know if he's going to be quick enough to follow. He can't. Joxy gets slightly beat there. UCF's in a weird position for stuff. Ooh, good 50 there, though. Unfortunate for UCF.
Yeah. OKWU, we're hanging around in the blue side, and hopefully they'll want to put one away. That was a tendency out of Clemson in that last series. Whenever the ball was kind of in that opposing half for a decent amount of time, it was just they generally always were able to score eventually. So maybe OKWU can make something happen here. Nuki down to, unfortunately, no one, and an unfortunate Cookser pinch attempt as well. Nuki is taken out of the play. And it will fall on Knight now, who, I don't know if he touched that at all, but he will be going for a 50 with no boost, and OKWU is just all no boost.
No one has boost?
And they need something here, but they won't find it. Joxy is just making plays happen again and again for this UCF team, going above Knight with a reset, and that is just a perfect top bins. If you're Nuki, you can't get that one. What a showing by UCF.
Yeah, Joxy has going from being player 4, like we said, talking about him having aura. Now he's just scoring a really clean double tap. Okay, he's gonna go for something else here. Does he score? Oh, so close. Oh, I was about to go save that actually went as well. Yeah, he's going from being player 4 to just scoring a really clean double tap, getting a great flip reset over. I mean, he's playing out of his mind, especially in this game. Might just give UCF the win himself here. Just like I think in one of the games I was commentating yesterday, Spence, he played insane one game and scored 2 goals by himself and just about won the game himself.
Maybe player 4, the name of player 4 wasn't the aura boost we all thought, because now Joxy is just popping off. OKWU will want to get this out of their half, and this might be an opportunity as no one is back for UCF again. And UCF, they are really eager to make these offensive plays, but you got to have someone back, because if not, any given 50 could just put you in that position to get scored on.
Yeah, that was a just about a triple command. They were all in the same area by about 1 foot next to each other. That was crazy. I mean, you have to capitalize that on, especially if you're OKWU. I mean, you have to. That is just a free goal almost every time. If it's not, I mean, unfortunately it's missed, but that is crazy. Oh, good demo here by Skeleton Jack. Could be a really easy goal for Knights. Hits it too high, just barely. Can't get the goal. Lou with a great clearance. Could be another goal. No, good hit touch by Nuki here. Ooh, they both miss off the wall there. Skeleton Jack has a free ball. Goes in air. Got to go below Joxy. Doesn't, but gets hit above him. Knight with the shots. Gets blocked by Lou. Great challenge there. Could be a goal here. No one's really back for OKWU. He's got to get this down, though. Oh, he fakes. Gets it around, but hits too hard. No one can really get to it. Ducky on. Gets touched. Get bumped a little bit there as well. Oh, what a dunk by Joxy for his hat trick. Finally. Wow. Good play here. I mean, Ducky makes the play mostly entirely. Does get bumped, to be fair, for it. I mean, Nuki, unfortunately, just gets kind of dunked there by Joxy, but great positioning by him to be there for that.
This is an insane showing out of Joxy. I mean, and we'll see the stats at the end of the game, but I'm sure the score and stat line is just looking insane for Joxy. Very early to have MVP talks, but it's a name to keep in mind for sure after this game. I can tell you that. Joxy with an attempt there off the corner. I saw the vision, but now Nuki will take it back the other way. And if you're OKWU, you need a strong one right now. Unfortunately, no reset. And now it's Skeleton Jack, who's put in a somewhat awkward position in the back corner. 50 with Ducky, a little favorable. Lou will get one. And if you're OKWU, you need to take advantage of that whip, the double whip. And that will be a nice one for Skeleton Jack, who put OKWU back in this game.
Yeah, that is, for Lou, that is very unfortunate, because I think it was I think Ducky who missed in the air, or maybe got like just a bad touch, and then I think Lou was not expecting that, just kind of put him in the worst possible position, and of course that miss as well just puts OKW with an actual chance here. I mean, I was literally going to say that UCF just has to play smart, and they easily win the game, but they could put, ooh, good pass by Joxy down to Lou for the, not an easy goal, but that's a very good goal by them here. I mean, great pass down. Yeah, great hit here. It goes right behind Nuki, and then also, yeah, Knight can't get down quick enough to save it.
That play, courtesy of Joxy as well, and it just gets more and more insane, this showing out of UCF and Joxy, but Lou now looking to make a point for himself. Unfortunately, not able to do that. Ducky with a touch of sorts, and UCF would really prefer that OKWU doesn't get back in this game. And as time ticks down, they probably won't. Nuki just absolutely obliterated on that 50. And if you're OKWU, you need something right now.
They have a good position. 3v1, kind of. Oh, no, that's a great challenge by Joxy. Saves him. They will, in fact, take, well, that's just hits the ground at least. Yeah, they will, in fact, take game 3. UCF in a very good position to win the series. I mean, we got to see the stats for Joxy here, because, yeah, 631 points, 3 goals, 5 shots, 1 assist, 1 save, 2 demos. Wow, yeah, Joxy played out of his mind this game.
I mean, yeah. And it's still so crazy to see that the saves are still in favor of OKWU. Lou actually got 2 saves, which is like the first time a UCF player got 2 saves in this game, I believe. But they're just putting shots on, and they're just running this offense. OKWU being a more defense-oriented team, they got to find the opportunities for themselves. Because, I mean, if you're just defending, and eventually they score, you got to put the offense on as well. So maybe a change of heart in store for OKWU if they want to change the outcome of this series.
Yeah, because I mean, you can only do so much. I mean, especially if you're down like that, 2 goals, like they were down 2 goals, got one back, but then instantly after the kickoff, Joxy just gets the pass right down to Lou and the free goal right behind. I mean, you can play defensively, in my opinion, to a point. I would say, I mean, like they did in the first game, they played super defensive when they were up 1. After that, you kind of just got to give up. You got to get up and get a goal at least to give yourself a chance. I mean, could have a 0-second goal like UCF did in game 2, but I mean, just depends on how it goes. But we'll see what happens in game 4.
And here we go. We are on Neo Tokyo. Lou with an early one off the crossbar, and UCF just getting their shots in early. Possibly another one out of Ducky. That won't be quite on target, but now Nuki looking to turn things around. If you're OKWU, you need to set the tone for this game because you do not want the offensive onslaught of UCF for another 5 minutes with no break.
Definitely not, because I mean they can save it, but to a point, how many can you save before you concede? I mean, they can get probably 10 saves a game, but I mean if they're not also scoring as well, it's not really going to be too great for them. But yeah, I mean UCF with the early pressure here, they really haven't even. I mean they haven't even let OKW leave their half. They will get out a little bit here, maybe not, because they might be in a bad spot. Good bump here by Joxy, Ducky on ball, gets a weird touch off wall, works though. Touchdown to Lou. Demo there. Oh, wait, no, Lou demoed. I thought Lou was the one who got demoed there. Never mind. Nuki with the on ball here. Could get good touch middle. Joxy with a good clearance there to save them from getting scored on. Jack off wall here. Can't really follow this. Ducky has a free ball. Hits this off the ceiling. Lou's going to follow. Touchdown. Ooh, Ducky did not predict that, though. It's too far, maybe too close to him slightly. Good ball to Knight here, unfortunately, by Joxy. Ooh, good touchdown. Kind of did not expect that either. Good here by Joxy. Lou's on the other side, waiting for a pass, potentially. Ooh, fake by Joxy. Can he get it, though? He can't. Ooh, it's a bad situation for Lou. Can he save it? Can he get out of the demo, get the save? And in-game, wow, yeah. That's a great bump there by Skeleton Jack, and Nuki has a free goal there. It's exactly what you want to see.
I mean, if you're staring down these OKWU players all driving at you, and in that position, you know, the bumps are going to come out, and what can you really do? So OKWU doing well to take advantage of that opportunity, and they will want to hold on to this one for their chances in this series.
Oh, yeah, I mean, especially going to Champions Field, I mean, got to do that. I mean, got to keep it, especially. They need to change. I mean, they can now technically play defensively, but I would at least try and get a second goal here. So, ooh, a double commit there, kind of there by NK, I believe, in Knights. Not great for them, but another kind of double commit again. But I think he was maybe just assuming off the 50 might have been bad. But Skeleton Jack with a decent 50 there. Lou bumps him. Good 50 by Lou here. Can he keep this ball? Has no boost, unfortunately. This could be a really good shot. That's just a goal. Wow, great shot by Knight there. Long range shot. Ducky doesn't, or not Ducky, yeah, Ducky doesn't think it's in, but it was. I mean, it went off post, so kind of fair to assume that.
And yeah, that's just a great slot on the part of OKWU, and this is the version of OKWU that you love to see. And they will be eyeing up another goal that will go just left of where they want it to go. And now UCF on a fast break, looking for a goal of their own as OKWU is keeping that ball somewhat in front of their net. Let's see what Lou can do with this one now. Lou getting Meki. Reset. 50. Takes the corner. And if you're OKWU playing this offense-oriented UCF team, you got to be mindful of your boost as well. I think Joxy just took that corner. If you're OKWU, you need boost. And their corners are just getting stolen, and it might be a matter of time before they get out-boosted here.
Be here, honestly, because, ooh, Ducky have a good shot here. No. Nuki with a great save. I mean, just gets him out. Now keeps pressure onto UCF here. They got to do something here. The boost, I will say, I think UCF has a better boost at the moment. It would appear. Ooh, good 50 by. Not too great, but good by 50. Oh, hit it up. Lou's kind of stuck on this wall with Nuki. Could be a goal. What a save by Ducky. I don't even know how he saves that. No boost here. Ooh, that's a rough touch there by Lou. Might put them in a really bad position. Joxy gets a good 50, though. They've got to get a go quick if they want to have a chance in the series to win the series right now. That's a great hit. Skeleton Jack with a great shot. Wow. You cannot place that any better. I mean, just top of the goal. I mean, Great shot here, 86 kph. That is a really good shot. Great placement. Just barely beats out, I believe, Ducky there or Lou. I'm not even sure, but that's a great placement.
And this is the version of OKWU that I love to watch. They had some really great showings in the regular spring season for sure. And it's just a team with so much potential. All these teams in the MCC can really make a name for themselves. And it's just so much fun to watch because you really cannot, like, no outcomes are written off. And seeing OKWU in this capacity is just amazing to see. But UCF, they have time to turn things around, and that is not what you want, but it's still in front of their net. That back wall is a little awkward, but Nuki comes in and he's able to clean up. And let's see what they can do here to preserve their life in this series. Joxy trying to make something happen. Nothing quite doing, just like that game 3. But if you're UCF, you got to get creative here.
Yeah, they got to do something quick. I mean, 40 seconds is not great for 3 goals. It's possible. I mean, we saw 2 goals in 20 seconds, to be fair. So, I mean, there is a chance. They just have to get one quick here. This has got to be the chance to get one, in my opinion. Unfair. Nuki, good challenge there to get it out. Lou keeps it middle, though. I mean, could be a good chance. Oh, the miss by Knight. No one's there for shot, though. Unfortunately, lose the only one there. Joxy's going to take a second to come up. Gets beat. Ducky has a free ball here. Good pinch out. Joxy with maybe a good shot. With the read, yeah, that's a really good shot there by Joxy. Very smart positioning. Just has the easy shot because no one is back yet. Skeleton Jack and Nuki were not ready for this. I mean, great pass here by Ducky. Great shot there by Joxy.
And if you're UCF, and we even got the players complimenting that one and acknowledging that one, but if you're UCF, you almost wish that one would come out maybe in the next game, unless they really get a chance to turn things around, as Joxy will go for a sidewall. Skeleton Jack will deny, and Joxy, if nothing else, just giving that morale boost and proving to OKWU that they are still facing a behemoth of mechs in this UCF team. And OKWU will claim Game 4, and we are headed once again to Champions Field.
Yeah, this is bad for UCF, in my opinion, of course, because, I mean, at least they got the 1 goal towards the end to give them a little bit of a morale boost, like you said, because it could have been way worse because it was looking bad. A 3-0 going into Game 5 is not exactly what you want to see. It does not give you very great confidence in your play, but hopefully they give them enough. Yeah, I hope you have a Game 3 Joxy in Game 5 to just honestly kind of save, because, I mean, not they didn't play terrible, but I mean, you can't say much against OKWU with their offense. They were just playing crazy with the shots, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, UCF just continuing to push shots on, like we mentioned, and fewer saves on the part of OKWU. This is interesting. We got to look at the correlation of why the lower saves are helping them score more. I guess because they are getting more offensive opportunities, and I guess if they can just keep the ball out of their half, then there's no chance that they get scored on. I guess the exception would be like open nets and things like that, where they're all up in their half. But anyway, Game 5, here we go. Back on Champions Field. We are no stranger to this place. And Lou and Nuki on the kickoff to decide this series.
Hopefully my prediction's right. I mean, technically both of our predictions. I guess you wanted UCF to win, right? I think that's what you said.
I did predict UCF to win, but this could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, truly, I mean, to be fair, it was looking a little rough at start, but I mean, it's a even series to a point. I mean, of course, on games, I think, yeah, like you said, like I think if OKW can get the ball their half, I think they're a lot better off. But it's just, I think the fact of the matter is UCF has to. Okay, I thought he was about to own goal at himself. Honestly, I think that if OKW can get the ball their half, they can just do so much better. But I think it's just with UCF being such a offensive team, it is so hard for them to get out of their half because of that. I mean, they play really well, especially Joxy. Game 3, I mean, well, yeah, we have to replay that game because that game is a crazy one to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, if you asked me before this series started, I might have said UCF in 4, because OKWU, I could have seen them winning 1, but it's just great to see them really putting up a fight against a analytical powerhouse in UCF, who is one of I think the second top seeded team when we seeded the teams by average MMR. But
Oh, wow.
Nuki now not able to take advantage there, and everyone's kind of whiffing the ball, and here comes Skeleton Jack, though, back in the corner. And Skeleton Jack, that will be an unfortunate bounce off the ceiling, and if you're UCF, they are just continuing to lay shots on like they're all so familiar with, and this is not the situation you want to be in if you are OKWU.
Yeah, they are. It was a little rough on that whiffs because that was basically almost everybody missed the ball there, unfortunately. Ooh, Lou with a miss there, but I think it's fine. Ducky has ball. Good flick over. Wait, good demo here by Lou, though. Might have helped a lot. That's a great 50 by Skeleton Jack. Saves them a lot because that demo could have put them in a really bad spot. Joxy with a good challenge. Nuki's going to jump here. Ooh, Lou does miss, but Nuki's gets it around. Ducky goes, gets a hit. Another reset off. Could get a touch over, doesn't. Nuki with a great challenge there. No goals here, and we're 2 minutes in. This is looking like it's going to be a closer game 5. I mean, I will take it, of course. Maybe even an overtime game 5, which is stressful, but hey, I mean, oh, wait, this could be bad for him, though. Oh, what a save by Lou. I don't even know how he gets that.
Absolutely. I mean, let's see what they can do here. And OKWU is clearing everyone out, but no more boost. And Knight won't get something with that one. Nuki will be there, though. Skeleton Jack hitting it back to Knight, who has no boost, and it won't spawn. That is an unfortunate situation. We got a double commit going on, too. UCF might have an opening in the very near future if they can't recover. And Ducky will try to get a 50. But OKWU, not quite out of it yet.
They are still in it. Oh, just barely. Lou with the shot. Knight with a great shot. Lou was in a really bad spot there. I mean, he just got stuck on the goal line. Unfortunately, you just kind of get stuck in some really bad, like this is just, yeah, he had turned, and unfortunately, he was not able to challenge or get to it quick enough. I mean, that's a great play by them. Very good 50. Put them in a very good spot for a goal. I mean, OKWU with the first goal, 3 minutes in. I mean, they could win the series off this, or could go to overtime potentially if we have something happen from Joxy or just UCF in general. Oh, what a bump! Oh, unlucky. Nuki was there to follow. Joxy in the air, though. Something could happen here. You never know. Oh, what a 50. Can't maybe get it? Yeah, unfortunately, gets 50 again by Skeleton Jack. Good 50 by him. Lou's going to try and hit this far, try and get something maybe started. Ducky tries to get it back middle. Lou's going to hit this off the wall. He can't really get much here. Skeleton Jack falls, but might be able to get to Joxy. Can't fully. Ducky will have a free ball here and do whatever he wants. Hits it up. Nuki has a pretty easy ball there. Just hits it away. Lou has a back hit. Joxy turns for it. Unlucky there. Two Ducky, actually, maybe. No. Ducky gets beat by Knight there. Could get a good clearance here to maybe give them a second goal. Ooh, Skeleton Jack tries to get a bump there, but can't. Oh, Lou, Ducky just bumps Lou. It just sends him so far away. Oh, it's going to be good to Lou, though, for a shot. Good save there.
If you're OKWU, this is the traditional OKWU style of score we were looking at, where there's up a goal and they're looking to hang on. But Joxy, in typical UCF and Joxy fashion, trying to make a play happen. But Nuki is looking at an open net almost. Lou will be back. Knight up to keep things in check for OKWU, but he misses. And now this is a great chance for UCF. They have a great ball control. No reset on that play. And Joxy will still recover. And they got to put one on, and that will not be the one. Skeleton Jack on no boost, though. Knight also on no boost. And can Joxy get this one in the middle? No, Nuki's there. That's actually a pivotal defensive play for them. And as the time ticks down, UCF just needs something.
Yeah, they are cutting their time close. I mean, we did see a 0-second goal from them, to be fair, so anything is really possible for them. I mean, they won the game off that. I don't know if we're going to see it again. I mean, I hope we do. I would love to see an overtime in this. Oh, bad touch there by Lou. Cannot follow it close enough. Knight has the ball here. Leaves it for Ducky. Lou's got the ball. Nuki's on it. Everyone's in the corner here. Someone's got to get out. Joxy takes a great hit. Will not be in. Can someone follow? And it is OKW with the series win.
What a series. And I think that puts us at 2-2. The record between new teams and existing teams. So This is very interesting to see. We have OKWU winning tonight and Kansas State winning in a reverse sweep. But we also had Kentucky winning their series yesterday. That was the very first series of the season, as well as the other team that just played, which was Utah, able to get that one over Clemson. So some very interesting variety that we're seeing here. So let's see if we can get one of these players and talk about it here. Will be very interesting to hear. I mean, it's just interesting hearing from all these players. So we will see in a moment. What are your thoughts in general, Granger, on that series?
I mean, that was a very good series. I think OKW is they're a very good defensive team, but it seems like if they almost just stay back too much because they can't move forward to try and get the ball out and score goals. Like we saw in game 4 when they won the game 3-1 and they didn't have as many saves, but I mean, they were won 3-4-1, 3-1, whatever it was. Like they did much better offensively. I mean, in the last game, as in OKW fashion, it would seem, is a 1-0 and just sit back and just play really smart defensively and just get. I mean, we saw one good save by Joxy at the end there, but he got easily saved by Skeleton Jack, I believe, and it's just they're a very good defensive team. I mean, of course, maybe if they just get their 1-goal lead, they just play like that and just get all the saves they need, 20 saves, whatever they have to do to win the game. I mean, you take what you can get, honestly.
Absolutely, and I'm going to now bring in Knight from the victors in OKWU. Welcome in, Knight. How are you feeling after that series?
Man, pretty stoked. We were kind of nervous, but we came out with the victory, and we were feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah. Granger will have a question here for you in the moments, but I'll start things off. Just in general, like looking at that series, it really looked like you guys were more of a defensive team, I would say. I don't know if you would agree, but UCF seemed to be really putting some shots on, but you guys managed just taking opportunities when they came up and holding on to that lead. How did you guys respond to that pressure from UCF?
We are really confident in our defense, so we're comfortable with taking on shots and whatever pressure they have, we like to counter it with our defense, and we kind of catch them off guard and with the counter attack. So we're kind of comfortable with our defense, I'd say.
You guys played really well, especially like even in scenarios I thought like there was a ton of scenarios where y'all took very good chances, especially on open nets, because I think there was one play in game 4, game 3, I don't remember which one it was, where they were all three like a foot between each other and you guys took the free open net. I believe that might have been you. I don't remember who scored. There was one goal I think you had that was just straight in after pretty free net that one of the UCF players didn't jump for. I mean, you just had free shots. I mean, you guys take your shots well, that's for sure, I will say.
Oh yeah, we like to take those opportunities that we can, even if they're free.
I mean, you have to in these series, especially. I mean, it was a great series overall. I mean, y'all like to keep the series close, that's for sure. Stressed me out a little bit, but I mean, if you win the game, that's all that matters, especially with the saves y'all put out. I wish we could see all the stats from the games of what saves y'all had, because it had to be like close to 50, I feel like.
Yeah, we were looking at our saves compared to their shots, and we were like, wow.
Yeah, I think they had like
cap things
15
off,
shots.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, the stats are crazy. One more question for you here. Next week, you guys play Delaware, who was reverse swept by Kansas State. The following week, you play Kansas State. And the playoffs could be a mix of any of these teams. So given that how you guys ended out last season, who are you looking forward to playing if the stars align?
I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't know who's all in this league right now. But I honestly I don't really mind who we play. It's just like we gotta play them, we gotta be confident when we play, and whoever we do play, we just gotta go
If
in
it
there
helps, I'll give you
100%.
some context. We got a brand new Michigan team. So we actually have two Michigan teams. Penn State has had an upgrade slightly, but we also have the traditional names. And WKU had an upgrade as well. And it's nice because the way we have this structured is that the playoffs, as well as the regular season, is all a mix of Northern and Southern. So we have some very interesting matchups. CSUF is mostly the same, as well as Iowa State. But any other thoughts on that?
You said Iowa State?
Yeah.
It's always fun playing against Iowa State. We've had our matches, and I would love to play Iowa State again.
For sure. We'll see if we can make it happen. But yeah, what a great series, and we've got 2 game 5s today, and we'll have another series coming up. But I'll let you guys discuss, and thank you, Knight, and have a good one.
Absolutely, thank you so much.
Alrighty. Well, that is our second series of the day, ending in a game 5, and we will be back at 9:45 Central with Penn State versus Nebraska JV. So do not go anywhere. We will see you soon. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to this third and final MCC series of the night. I'm Fast26. I'm here for now, joined by Granger, who will be with you for the entire series. And we got a thriller of sorts in Penn State versus Nebraska JV. How you feeling about this one, Granger?
I'm feeling good. I know one player on this team. His name's Evan, but I know Toko. However you say his name, Toko. I don't know how to say his
Toko
name, but
Loco.
yeah, Toko. That guy. I know. Apparently, he's a scary player of some sort. I gotta watch out for him. So, do my best to see what happens. I'm not gonna try and be super. I'm not gonna try and be super. What's it called? One-sided on Penn State here, even though I do know Evan, but. I hope it's a good series regardless. I mean, I do know a bunch of people from Nebraska as well, so see how the series goes. Hope it's a good one, though.
I mean, I would say, given that I'm a Penn State student, I'm very biased for Penn State. So it's not always bad to have some bias, and hopefully Penn State will come through. I mean, Nebraska JV, Nebraska in general is just they got some fighters on that team, so it should be an interesting one for sure. But I don't think we need to wait any longer here. Let's get into this one. I believe we have everyone in the lobby. Let's find out. Yeah, we do. Alrighty. Game one between these two teams starting off. And Evan and Jacqueline are on the kickoff. Too classy. And if you know anything about these Penn State guys, they can get mechy. So hopefully we'll see some highlights today.
I mean, if we saw anything, hopefully see even something like we saw from today from what's his name now? I forgot his name from for the last series. What's his name now?
Oxy, right?
Yeah. If we saw anything from his what a goal to start. Well, hey, y'all were right to say about Toko, bro. Oh my. Good goal here. Good touch off the corner by wow. Good read there, and Toko just gets a pretty free shot through everyone. Everyone's trying to jump for it, but no one can get it out for Nebraska JV.
Absolutely, and interesting kickoff tactics. I feel like we haven't really seen any kickoff strats today. I feel like it's just been all like going to the ball, but Penn State not afraid to bring the kickoff strats out. And here comes Nebraska on the offense. See if Cyan Delta can cook something up. Not quite. Jack-o'-lantern with another shot on. And I'll say Jackson, with the X in the middle. That would seem correct to me. But Cyan Delta back to catch. And if you're Nebraska, especially Nebraska JV in this case, which is just the way the cookie crumbled with the matchups early in the season, but you will want to make a name for yourself really soon here.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen already, he's going for. I mean, Penn. That's a easy goal for Classy 2 point. I think it maybe shouldn't have been one, but I think positionally they were just not in a good spot. I think Jackson was in a bad spot here, especially with low boost. Just couldn't either save, or maybe just he just missed jumps. But I mean, yeah, with Penn State, the team they have, and I've already seen them honestly go for in this game, just going for. I mean, some subtle reads by I'm pretty sure it was Classy going for one. I mean, getting the touch from the middle for Toko. I mean, this. It's going to be a good series. Might be, hopefully not a 3-0. Hopefully Nebraska JV can make a name for themselves, like you said, in this series and not just get 3-0 swept.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like, and again, like, it's never guaranteed with these games and these series. Like, I could see, like, just based off the way Nebraska's playing right now, like, I feel like they could come out with some goals and even a game or two in this series and even winning the series. It just depends on how the cookie crumbles, because like you get teams that come out with all this momentum and then they can't hold on to it, but that is what you need if you're Nebraska. You need a goal right there. And Cyan Delta on the bump, but nothing quite doing yet. And Nebraska will continue to turn it around. Toko on defense. And Evan now with a bang out to Classy, and
what a
Toko
shot
with
here.
no boost, and Cyan Delta cannot save that one. But let's see. Toko going to take it back now for Penn State. And a little bit of a bump attempt play, but Nebraska holding their own for now here.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well. They've Nebraska's played decent. I mean, 2-0 is not great, but it's also not terrible either. They're doing what they can to a degree. Hopefully they can get a goal here to put them in some type of position to get... Ooh, Evan with a weird touch off wall. Jax could score there, but can't. Jack Leonard's going to leave this 2-point, just leave. Classy goes off wall there with very low boost. Signdale's just waiting here, going back post to maybe get out. This could be goal weight. It's kind of free. Evan is recovering, but Jack might get the shot off. Does, but he cannot get it in, unfortunately. Toko off the ceiling here. Gets a foot preset, maybe to Classy. Unfortunately, too far in front of him.
That miss could come back and bite them. Though from what I've seen so far, kind of close.
Yeah, it's I think Toko had a very early goal off of a Classy kind of a sidewall read off the corner and just got a pretty free goal. Second goal wasn't as great because they put Nebraska was in a very bad position. Jackson had no boost and just could not get the save, had a bad jump, and Classy had a free goal as well. But Evan on wall here, could get this middle. Ooh, they're kind of doubling there. Classy with a decent shot. Good block there by Jackson. Could be a goal. Evan saves, luckily for him.
Good shot. Oh, that's great placement.
Yeah, great placement, great power. 111 kph here. I mean, you can't say much against a shot. I mean, he put everything into that shot, and he barely got it off too.
It's a bullet.
Yeah, he put all he could into that. I mean, 1:10 left here. They have a very good chance to still win this game. I mean, they just gotta keep this up, this is a good game for them. I mean, I don't think very many people had them winning much in this series. Nothing against them, of course, but I mean, Penn State is a very good team.
Trying to get under, but unsuccessful. Taken away by Toko, looking for a pass. Backboard maybe. He's able to get it.
Yeah, that is a great shot by Classy. Good pass up here by Toko. I mean, Classy just gets around both the players that are there waiting for the shot, but neither of them can reach it, unfortunately for them.
They really got to look at the pass. That's what fully set up the play.
Yeah, because without that pass, you basically have nothing. I mean, because he could have kept it, but I think Classy definitely called for the ball there. I mean, he knew that he could get that goal.
I got it again.
Ooh, Toko.
Right at the bar.
Yeah, Toko is definitely a very good player. I didn't know who he was till this game because I know who Evan is just because of YouTube stuff. But I was told that Toko's a very good player, and he did score very quickly in this first game to put them in the lead. I mean, 3-1 right now. Ooh, rough touch by Jackson doesn't hit it. Oh, might give them a goal.
Another shot. Oh, they're just running up the score at this point.
Yeah, it was looking like a closer game, and now it's a 4-1 here. 20 seconds left. I mean, Jackson just doesn't get touched there. Maybe just expected. I think that was Wash Zion to get the ball, but just wasn't able to reach it, or didn't expect that thing either of them to miss.
They just gotta look back at the open net miss from earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually forgot about that. That was they should just say it was right up in that. Ooh, Classy better get there. Evan gets a fit. Ooh, it is looking rough here.
Offense, and they're just dealing as much mental damage as they can at this point.
Yeah, it was looking like a very close game at the start. I mean, it was 2-1 for a while, and now they just in the last little bit have turned it up to a 5-1. I mean, you can't really say much against them here. I mean, the kickoff strat, like Fast was saying earlier, the only team. Ooh, yeah, rough pass unfortunately, but they could play regardless. No, but this Penn State team is the only one to do really any kickoff strats from what we've seen so far.
They're looking for a attempt, but
yeah. Game 1 goes to Penn State, which is probably expected, but I mean, you gotta hope that Nebraska JV can make some sort of comeback in this series. I mean, the points, they had a good amount of saves, good amount of shots, but yeah, I mean, the shots from Penn State, they had 3, 2, and 5, and I mean, Nebraska had a lot of shots too. 1, 3, and 4. I mean, a lot of shots, not the same amount of saves. I mean, you would expect that with a 5-1. I mean, they had a lot of shots, but could not get them on target or in the back of the net, unfortunately.
really based on the placement. Because if you look back at the multiple Penn State goals, they were really well placed.
Oh yeah, they were. I
And
mean,
fast too.
yeah, and I mean,
110 mile. Yeah,
the only one Nebraska scored was the one 111. It was top corner. I mean, they had a good shot, but it's like they need that more often. I think maybe they might. I think they're just getting with Penn State being such. I think they're just a very aggressive team, and that's how they just play. I mean, with as many shots as they had, I mean, it makes sense because I mean they play really well together off that. I mean, Nebraska might just not be, or Nebraska JV might not be able to handle that pressure just yet, but they need to figure out a way too, because going into game 2 here, it could be potentially rough for them if they don't get it figured out sooner rather than later, because it could be put in a bad spot.
This is definitely a make or break, especially at the first minute.
Yeah, because they need to get something started for themselves so they can at least have a decent chance at keeping themselves in this series and not having potentially a sweep. I mean, don't want to see that always, but I mean, especially if you're playing a team like Penn State, a very good team, I mean, there's not much you can say against them, but going to game 2 here, good hit here. Evan goes for, is going to steal their back boost to put them in a worse spot. Classy here is going to pre-jump, kind of. That's fine. Is it here? Ooh. Well, what a shot. Unlucky there for Evan.
Even better save.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much you say against that. I mean, that was a great shot, good placement, but unfortunately for them, they are just there. Classy on ball, though. Might try to get this in the middle. Ooh, messed up his flip, though. Toko, Classy gets a demo. Good shot here. Off. Can he score? Classy finishes it out. I mean,
the needle.
Can barely get there right before he gets demoed, but I mean, this is a great touch by Evan. Gets it down off the post. Unfortunately, can't score. Yeah, just Classy barely gets a shot off right before he gets demoed. I mean, great play by him. At least he was able to follow that up to get the 1-goal lead within 33 seconds of the game. Good kick off here by Classy.
This is exactly what we said just a couple moments ago. Really, the early start is the make or break, and it's not looking great.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, before that goal, Nebraska did have a good amount of pressure on Penn State, but they just couldn't get the goal because Penn State was able to get out of the pressure. But that is what's going to make or break a team, and that first goal is going to put Nebraska JV in a rough spot, but hopefully they can bounce back from that and make this into another game. I mean, hopefully it's not like last game. Ooh, a double commit there by Evan and Classy. Could put them in a rough spot. Togo gets flicked over. Evan doesn't have boost. Gets a great save, though.
Tried to force it through there. I think going the other way. Toko with a hit. The bar. It's going to bounce all the way back. A shot opportunity, but completely denied by Toko as he goes for a counterattack. Has to be saved by Jackson.
Yeah, Toko is looking like he's just moving on insanely quickly. He's definitely going to be a major factor in this game. Jackson does not get a good shot on there. Could have been easily a goal there if he just got a better shot on. Unfortunate for him. Jack Lander's going to stay on ball here. Ooh, good hit out by Cyan here. Still here. That's going to 50 out. Evan's going to try and get to this first, but he will get beat by Jackson, of course. Goes off the wall to beat him. Gets a good hit, but we'll go to Toko. Maybe for a goal. Cannot get the angle properly, though.
It's getting each other's way a little bit on defense. And the pressure again by Penn State as Evan scores again.
Yeah, it is looking like it is just very unfortunate for them, but they are putting themselves in bad spots. I feel like they're not getting the touches they want, and it's putting them, they just don't touch it. When they don't hit the ball, they just put themselves in really bad spots, and they just give up a ball for free. And with the pressure of Penn State, I feel like that is not a great idea because how they pressure, they just get easy touched over, easy goals halftime. It seems like, I mean, 2-0. It's looking just about like last game potentially. I mean, they could still get to the 5. We have no idea if that's possible yet, but ooh. They go for it there. Kasi can't get the shot on, unfortunately. Good ball middle by Evan, though.
Look at the mid boost on that from Jackson for doing anything.
Itoko was trying to get something there, but he couldn't. Ooh, Evan does not expect him to go behind him there. Ooh, it could be a bad ball here for him. Cyan does with a shot. Misses just barely. Good shot there. Jack Leonard with a goal to finish it, putting him back down 1. This did happen last game, to be fair. They proceeded to lose 5-1, which crazy scoreline, but hopefully this game will go a little bit better for them. Maybe they can tie it up, maybe go overtime, force a 1-1 here, put themselves back into the series.
Yeah, really desperation saves attempts on the goal line there. Neither of them really had any boost. Here's Toko now trying to do a solo play. And it's pretty much double saved off the line. Evan again keeping up the pressure for a pass maybe, but just hit away. But here's Toko!
Wow. Yeah, like you said earlier, I think or I was before after game 1, like the placement on the shots of Penn State are just insane. Like this is well placed. I think he put this just really high, almost to the corner. I mean, I think it was Jackson who ever tried to dive across to get the save, still couldn't reach it just because it was such a well-placed shot. Nothing against him there. I mean, unlucky. I think it was a rough touch there by Cyan Delta. I mean, he didn't have many options there, but just didn't, I guess, made a rough one there. Unfortunately for him, passes it right to Toko, who is very good on shots, I will say.
Indeed, he is. Let's keep out more pressure. Penn State, here's Jack-O-Lantern trying to do something off the wall, able to get past one defender. His passing target gets demoed. Well, that ends that attack. It's now with a reset.
Yeah, Cyan Delta really high in the air here. Could get something started if it's
Over.
Oh my.
What play?
Yeah, that is a really good goal. I did not expect much here. I mean, Evan doesn't try to challenge. He does leave it, but yeah, I mean, he just gets over Toko. I think what's it? Jack went for the bump there just to help.
There or not. But either way, the teammate assist really did put some pressure on the line.
Oh, could be a good off here. Yeah, it was great pressure regardless. Even if you didn't get the demo, it seemingly helped. Oh, Evan gets around though. Could be a goal here potentially. Oh, own goal? Oh, almost. Classy with a finish potentially. What a save! I mean, Cyan Delta, that is a crazy save to make there. I mean, very good save, but I had no faith in a save there. I thought he for sure was going to score that. Yeah, good hit off by Declan here.
Awkward touch by Evan, but Toka's going to take it for himself. Able to get past one defender looking for a bump, but still in the danger zone. Evan again up to Classy. It's hit away by Cyan Delta. Can't do any more damage than that. And more pressure by this Penn State team. Not giving Nebraska any chance to escape until just then.
Yeah, unfortunately for Nebraska, actually, I was going to say, they still, that Penn State has the ball, but they kind of didn't for a second there because it was a rough touch by Classy. Evan tries to get the ball out. Classy takes it. Decent middle. This could be, no one's there, though. I would say it could have been a goal there, but no one could really get close to the fall. That Toko with ball here. Can he do anything with it? Oh, pinch. Can't get the goal with a good save by Cyan. Hit this up here. Evan's going to go off wall, maybe. Doesn't fully. Good hit up here. Pinch up for them. Classy. Oh, it doesn't. Neither of them get the ball. That could have been a goal.
Final opportunity. It just doesn't have enough boost for it. He saved off the line, but it's going to drop down as Penn State take game 2.
Yeah, that was a lot closer game. At least that is good. The only kind of good news there for Nebraska JV, unfortunately, they played a lot better, especially they had more possession. Their goals were definitely very good, but yeah, I mean, that's crazy. What the shots looking like? I think only 2 saves coming out from Penn State, but they are a very aggressive team, so I really don't think you will expect too many saves versus if you look at the saves on Nebraska JV, 5, 3, and 2, 10 saves in total for them. Insane. Just like the last series, I think OKWU, I believe it is, they had like 10 saves per team, or 10 saves every game just about because they are just played so defensively, but they're a very good team as well offensively.
They can't stay this defensive though, because with the amount of shots they're facing, they're bound to go in at one moment, especially with shots from Toko.
Oh yeah, I mean I think that was a bigger issue in the OKWU series when they won. When they played more aggressive, they won like 3-1, I believe. But it's like when they went back to the defense, they then just it didn't work as well. They couldn't get shots on. Of course, it's harder, of course, to score if you are only playing defense, but. They luckily figured it out and won the series in Game 5, but they was very close games overall most time. They didn't really have very many, like, high-scoring games.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be high-scoring. You should be able to put at least one in the net.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, we are in Game 3. Hopefully, Nebraska can take 1. Hopefully so. I mean, just to give them some type of thing to take back away from this series, but we will not know. I mean, we know how Penn State is
early pressure off the bar. It's sorry to interrupt you there, but Penn State again going straight off with offensive pressure.
I mean, hey, you kind of have to at some point with that type of shot. That was a great shot, anyways. I mean, unfortunately, off the bar. I mean, that is a great shot. Unfortunately, it's too high. Evan on the ball again, though. Classy's playing very aggressive for bumps, from what I can tell. Toko now on ball. Ooh, gets bumped off. Maybe saves him from a goal potentially there. Ooh, Classy with a pinch here. Could get this middle of somebody. Oh, double. Toko also goes. Does not get a touch, though.
Here's a chance. Dixon trying to force it to the center. But Toko and Classy say no.
Ooh, the boost count on this. Oh. Yeah, the boost count on Penn State right now is not looking great. I think they're all 0 or at least like 12. It is not looking good. I think, they have to get 50s out. Evan has boost, though. He has to make something happen here, but he can't waste his boost either. Oh, this could be good. Oh, it is. He gets the hit over Jackson with a pinch, kind of. Cyan Delta down. Classic gets hit up. Jack Lantern pits it down, but keeps it close. Could be bad for them, but Jackson is able to follow to keep them out of some pressure.
That's a poor hit though by Jack-o'-lantern. And Cyan Delta is forced to go up in the air and now again on no boost.
Ooh, could be bad. Oh, Evan with the
Off the post.
What a save there, I guess. I don't even, apparently they didn't give him the save, but I feel like it definitely should have. That is a, Toko here. Evan might try and get something middle to get elbow. He does get above him, but doesn't really get much into the middle. Jack Lantern on ball here. Has to get a 50 because he has no boost. Delta's going to basically just give the ball to Evan here. He's going to take this in the air. Get a flip resets. Can't do too much with it because he is really far away from the goal with 0 boost. Toko gets bumped. Can't get the goal there. Booms it back for Evan.
Not fully. Cyan Delta trying to spark some Nebraska offense in a way. There's a shot by Jack-o'-lantern, but saved by Toko.
Yeah, it is. Seemingly, Nebraska is just having not a lot of offense here. I mean, of course, with how Penn State plays, they have and I don't know. I think they had like, I don't know how many shots last year. I think it was like almost 15. Insane amount of shots, to be fair. Like I mean, that's good for them, but I mean, it is insane that the game only ended 3-2. But I mean, when Nebraska's saving as many as they are, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, already they have 7 shots compared to Nebraska's 2. So, that's a miss. Oh, wow. Get bailed out by that one.
He must have gotten
somehow it's still 0-0. Oh, never mind. Classy. Able to strike first for Penn State.
They heard you. They heard you about to say that, and they said, "Nah, we got to put it in one in now." That is a great.
Is that a caster's curse?
I think so. I mean, as soon as you're about to say it, as soon as you say it, they instantly score. That's a great play though by I believe Evan and Classy. I mean, good touches around. Great angle there by Classy to score that goal. Ooh, good 50 here. Could be bad. Oh no, there might be bad for them actually now because Nebraska is. Ooh, everyone committed up, but luckily for Jack Lantern gets a good hit out for them to save them from that because that could be really bad. Not a lot of time left here though. If you are Nebraska, it's a good shot there. Unfortunately, not in.
Top corner post. Until able to get under Classy. Nebraska now trying to spark some offense. And
oh wow! Wait, no one's back.
The other way now is an opportunity. But Cyan Delta gets it back to the corner, and then it's pinched, I guess you could say, all the way back.
Yeah, it is looking. Oh, that's a great down by Jack Lantern. Good ball middle potentially, but no one's really there. It seems like. Good here by Toko here to relieve some pressure at least. Almost a minute left, and Nebraska's got to do something if they don't want to get 3-0'd here. Evan, oof. Good 50 for Evan there. He's running off the ceiling, kind of off the back wall, I guess. Jack Lantern hits down. Assie's going to keep this in play for them. Washington gets a hit out. Classy back, getting back middle. Great touch out by Jackson there.
Interesting rotation back by Cyan Delta, but has an opportunity, I think, now. Just hesitates. That could be costly.
Yeah, I think the issue was he had no boost. Oh, double commit
on
there.
Defense. Evan for the shot. That seals. What probably is going to be a sweep.
If they don't do something soon, they realistically. I mean, it was bad though because that really could have been bad because they did double commit on that touch up. But Toko gets a great pass up. Evan gets a pretty free shot. I mean, not free necessarily, but he just has a great shot overall. It's a very quick shot, very hard shot. To save, in my opinion, you kind of have to predict there. Yeah, ooh, unluckily the ball goes to Toko. It's just not who you want to see have the ball, especially right after kickoff. Doesn't get much started there, unfortunately. 30 seconds left, though. What can Nebraska do here?
More pressure, looking for a pass center. It's hit back to the corner by Classy. The most offense Nebraska has done in recent games. That almost went in, though.
Yeah, they had a decent chance. I mean, unfortunately, Classy is slightly too fast for them. I mean, this Penn State team is just everywhere. I think this will end the chase here, unfortunately. Yeah,
right off the
3-0 sweep. I don't know. We'll see. That's for this game comparatively. I mean, three saves for Penn State versus you had only 4 saves to be fair for Nebraska JV. Not as many shots here. No, I mean, to be fair, Penn State still had 10 shots.
10 shots.
10
they
shots
just all hit the post or didn't really count the saves.
Yeah, and if you look at Nebraska, they had one shot each player. So they were that's the issue though. I think they were so stuck in their half to the point that they had no chance to really get any shots on, which is honestly the fortunate part when you are playing a team like Penn State. I feel like it is a little bit rough because they are just a very aggressive team and also a very good team overall, and they're just gonna be able to keep the ball in your half and not even essentially let you out.
Yeah. And they were just completely locked down. They had some looks, but not great ones overall the series. I mean, they did score a couple times. You can't hate them for that. But really kind of fully dominant by Penn State in the series.
Yeah, which I think maybe is expected. I mean, that was my pick. I was picking Penn State to win that, but I mean, like I think they put up in a fight, the best fight they could. In all honesty, I mean, can't say too much against them. I mean, they did what they could. They made some games close. I mean, I think game 3 was 2-0. I think then game 2 was 3-2. First game 5-1. I mean, that game was just rough. I mean, it was like 3 goals thing at the end of the game. I mean, not much you can say or do about that one, but they did what they could. I mean, I think Penn State's a very good team. They're definitely going to probably be one of the better teams in this whole series, the summer series. Hopefully we'll see some good things from them. Maybe we'll see something else happen from Nebraska as well. We have no idea yet.
Yeah, I'd say, going back on that game 2, the 3-2, I believe that was the closest it was in the series. I think that was a must win for Nebraska.
Yeah, because that would at least kept them alive for at least a potential game 4, maybe even to force a game 5. But yeah, I mean, I think with all the pressure that Penn State builds up, and especially against this team, it was just going to be almost impossible for that to happen because it's going to be rough for them. But this was a great series to watch, and hopefully, I believe we have a series tomorrow as well. I'm not too sure, but I believe we have one tomorrow. Let me see if I can find that real fast. I want to see if I can see it. I think it's what's the series is. I think it's Nebraska. Oh wait, no. I don't know where it is actually, but I think there's one series tomorrow. I don't know what time it is at. I think it's around 10 p.m. maybe, but hopefully that series will be good tomorrow if we do have any. But this is fun with you, Graves. Hopefully we'll have maybe next time a longer series to compensate over. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right. We will see you guys tomorrow or whenever the next games are.